everyone, I hope you are in the peak of health. Today we learn about informational report for our English for Technical Purposes course. Ready for our lesson? Before we delve deeper what an informational report is all about, what is a report? In general, a report is a formal document that is written for a variety of purposes, generally in sciences, social sciences, engineering and business disciplines. It is considered as a legal document in a workplace, and in the report you can find findings related to a given or specific task. It is precise, accurate, and very difficult to be misinterpreted. The content of the report is designed to convey and record information to be practical for reader. It is organized in discrete units of specific and highly visible information. So what is the difference between a report and an essay? So basically, reports, it is organized into separate sections according to specific requirement of the task. The paragraphs are structured in unity, coherence, and logical development of the report, in which each types of report will serve to a specific audience and intends for a specific purpose. The report, when we talk about the content of it, it may seem repetitive. Why? Because normally the report is not read cover to cover by one person. Readers can opt to read it selectively based from the header and subheader of the report. How about an essay? An essay is all about a continuous piece of writing. Moving on to the audience of report, there are three categories of it. The first one will be primary audience. People at the top gun, the key person who take decision based from the report, the content of the report. Or it can be the secondary audience, in which people will be affected by the action taken by the top gun. Or the other audience, people who are interested with the report, but they are not directly involved with it. So basically, we'll focus on two types of report here. The first one is informational, the second one will be analytical report. So as for informational report, this is the gist of an informational report. Basically, it is written, be it to inform or to instruct about something. It presents data, feedback, facts, and other types of information without any analysis or recommendation inside it. On the other hand, basically, as for analytical report, it is written to solve a problem. Presents information and analysis, and conclusions are drawn as well as recommendations are made. So basically, we are going to focus on analytical report during our next class. So let's focus on informational report. As what I've informed or I have mentioned to you before, basically informational report is written to inform or instruct. It simply just present information. You give data, fact, feedback, or other types of information without giving any analysis or recommendation. So readers will see details of events, activities, or condition in the informational report. These are the attributes of informational report. First, the report was prepared based on information gathered from investigation. How about the format? It depends on the type of report. If you are writing a field trip report, it has its own format. Same goes with site report. Same goes with, we do have like incident or accident report. It has its own convention of writing the report, the informational report. In terms of its size, the size is simple, comparatively small in size, in which the report only report what did you see, you just simply share information. The length of the informational report, it is shorter as opposed to analytical reports, which is much longer because it is based on the amount of data that has been analyzed. Next, how about personal opinion? Reporter will not add his or her opinion in his or her writing. In terms of analysis, there is no analysis given or needed for informational report. As for conclusion, there is no conclusion in a report. However, if you have any, it is a simple and very general one. Last but not least, as for reference, index and book references are not needed in the informational report. So these are among the types of informational report. The first one, we have accident report. This report describes how someone was hurt or something was damaged. Then we have compliance report. Another example of the informational report. It document and indicate the extent to which a product or service is within established compliance parameters or standards. Progress report, it monitors and controls production. It indicates information that related to monitoring and controlling production, sales, shipping, service, and other related business process. Site report what has happened in a place and how close your organization is to finishing construction. For example, work is being completed, schedules are being met, cost has been controlled, and any unexpected problems that have been solved inside. Next, we have incident report. It describes something that has happened, occurred, for instance, complaint, incident. Financial report, communication status and trends from a finance perspective. And the last example of informational report will be field trip report. It describes one-time events such as trips, conferences, seminars, as well as reports from branch offices, industrial and manufacturing plants. Moving on to incident or accident report. So we will focus on few informational types of informational report in depth detail. So the first one will be incident or accident report. So basically for incident or accident report, it records complaint, accident or incident before they become claims. It is a basis for respective people to analyze the causes of incident or accident, because inside the report it describes anticipated, planned or supervised event that runs into unexpected trouble or problems. So all events are documented in an incident report. So when the incident or accident occur, basically employers, government inspectors, insurance agents or attorneys needs to be informed about the events. So when you are going to submit an incident report, these circumstances such as accident occurs, fire, automobile physical injury, when there is an environmental danger, machine breakdown, delay of delivery, cost overrun, production slowdown. These are among the circumstances that requires a reporter to write an incident report. If you can see in the video, this is a sample, an example of accident incident form that user or reporter can straight away report any incidences that occur based on the requirement or elements stated in the form. It is a pre-assigned form to report the incident. Next, field trip report. Whenever you go for a field trip, actually it gives you the opportunity to learn about real-world issues. In your report, you are going to describe and report all your experiences, including results and other data that you sought from your trip, what you did, when you did it, where you went, why you went, who was with you, and how you went there. So during your field trip, you need to be prepared to make your own personal observation. You need to jot down notes, make field sketches if it's necessary, conduct your own reflection, or even ask questions about related issues when you are in the field trip. So basically, you need to take careful notes of everything you do if you are conducting an investigation to help others to replicate your investigation. They can always refer to your field trip report later. So how to write a field trip report? These are the guidelines. First thing first, start off with the title. You can always simply write the title as simple as field trip followed by the date. However, if the field trip is meant for a specific purpose, you need to include it in your title. For example, field trip to the Center for Language Studies, UTHM. Then you're going to write your introduction. Here you're going to include a brief account where the field work took its place, the purpose for you to conduct your field work, date of trip, and what you are investigating. You need to list down 2 or 3 specific objectives of the field trip, what you want to achieve at the end of the trip. For instance, the objectives of the trip are to find out the history of the library, to categorize the types of books which are available at the library, to find out library users' opinion on the facilities in the library. So find out, categorize, these are the verb. What you want to achieve at the end of the trip. Moving on to field observation, you need to include detailed account of what you observe, and if it's necessary, make some comment on its importance or significance. You're going to indicate methods that you utilize to get the information from the trip. You're going to include all photographs, field sketches, or any other materials to support your report, such as brochure that you obtain during field trip. You can always refer to other relevant researches that have been conducted before and look out for any recurring themes. Next, conclusion. You're going to end your field trip report with a conclusion. By having a conclusion, you're going to summarize key issues and your overall experience. So we have come to the end of our lecture, and it's time for you to complete your tutorial task. So basically, you need to write a field trip report based on the information given here. You should include all the points given, and you may add other pertinent details. The report should be within 300 till 350 words, and please submit your work in author in a PDF format before its due date. So these details are given to you. Location, University Malaya Library, date 23rd March 2022. You went for a field trip there on this date. So the itinerary, you meet the librarian in charge and the director, listen to briefing on the history, background of the library, visited the media and technology room, learn digital data processing methods used by the university, attended a short workshop on how to use e-database to improve report writing, and finally, souvenirs were presented by the librarian and director at the end of the session. So you're going to write your field trip report based on these details. Make sure you submit your field trip report on time in author. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye.